Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. So I want to show you my last project with the paper collection Matilda and Godfrey. This was with the design team on Country Craft Creations. So this one, I don't have a tutorial per se. I did a craft and chat where basically I just turned the camera on. I made up this album as I went. The videos are super long. They're over an hour each. So if you want to watch it, hey, have at it. Just to kind of see what I did, how people on my page asked how do I come up with the ideas for the mini albums, and I do one or two things. I either lay it all out, like sketch it out on paper, or I just grab the materials I want to use and just go for it. This one I just grabbed and went for it. So I do have that video on there if you want to check it out after this. You're more than welcome to. I also have a video of matting because matting is kind of hard for a lot of people. I struggle with matting. I'm improving. Um, I'm very clean and simple, so a lot of the matting techniques are people who are super shabby chic, or they just like a lot of kitchen sink on their books. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but it's just not my style. I like a less is more on some things, but on other things I like a more is not enough. So um, I just kind of let you guys see my matting process. Again, the videos are, 40 minutes to an hour long. A lot of it's just me rambling and me just auditioning papers and elements. So, I watched a video about matting and it helped me a lot. So maybe that'll help someone else. So let's get into it. So this is all I have left of the paper collection. Just this little baggie full. There's a few cut aparts, and this is it with the sticker collection. I'm actually going to use this Beware on a swap that I'm doing. So I used everything with these projects I've done. If you haven't seen or watched the previous videos, I did a coffin box that has 3x3 cards in it, and I did a sugar skull that has a mini album in it. We also got these chipboard pieces from Blue Fern Studios. It's the Creepy House set, and it came with the fence, the moon, the bat, and this haunted house. So what I did was I took my Tim Holtz black soot and I inked it up, and then I took the Tim Holtz Distress glitter and I just put that on top of it to give it that spooky look, and I put some of the bats from the sticker sheet and the star and this little sticker here, the haunted house, and that's the back. So you could jazz this up however you want. I just really like this cover. I thought it was so cute to use that doily. I did a accordion fold or a concertina fold, and this is some of the seam binding I had left over. I distressed the boo cut aparts and backed it with a little bit of orange, and then this is just one of the pieces in the cut apart pages. So let me move all this so my camera will focus. Okay. And I'll just start real quick. These are the inserts for inside of the book. I made them a little bit too big, so I got to figure out how to cut them down. I tried to cut it down just to see what it looked like, and I don't like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I did make the cut parts, or the tags. I mean, I can always use them on a different project. Okay, so I made this little card with what I had left over. I didn't have, like I said, I only had this one little sandwich bag full of paper left. So this was the only piece I had that, could make a card. So I just used one of the cut aparts and that potion paper, made a card out of it. So here's my book. This book measures 5.5 by 5.5. Here's the front. So the cover I wrapped in orange, and I wanted it to have like this distressed look on the side. And of course, the one time I wanted my paper to crack, it didn't. So I don't know. I may just leave it as is, or I may crack it. I don't know. Haven't decided that yet. But this is a nice place for a picture. So you can see that. Um, this, I just cut a 4x6 picture down to 4x5, so that way you could see the interaction. So I mean, that's super cute like that. The first page I did a pocket, and I want to go through and do some Link Estella while I have you guys on here, so you can see how it's pretty as is, but like the little touches can just you know, just give it that extra je ne sais quoi. So now we have a shimmery Happy Halloween, and my pocket has two photo mats, so you can mat on the back if you wanted to. Like if you had a smaller picture, you can totally mat that on the back. Or, you know, if you have this big one, the 4x5, you can cut it down and put it on. Actually, yeah, I don't have another square picture. These are my husband and I. We were being silly while we were doing our family shots, and my friend caught the pictures, so these are my favorite pictures. So you can fit a ton of stuff in this pocket. Okay, and then each one has that pocket page on top here. But like I said, I cut my mats too big. I was watching, I think I was watching Lucifer or something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. So they do fit in, you know, nicely like that. Okay, so my next page, this is one of my favorite pages here. So I have a tuck spot that you can put your picture in and glue it down. This one here is just a layout. I mean, if you have one of those small pictures, you know, like the little 2x2s. Let me see what happened to my scrap bin. I have another picture of a piece of paper. Yeah, this will work. So like if you have one of those small little like the little wallet size pictures, you can pop that in here if you want it to, like so. Or, you know, if you have one of those 1x1 pictures, you can pop it there. Or however you want it, you can just write, I'm probably going to write McGill because that's my last name, so I'm just probably going to write that there. If I decide to keep this for myself. And then I have another, so this page pops up. Let's see, right there we go. So this page pops up and it has, again, the tuck spot. So you put it under the banner and under the ticket. So it's super cute. And then you have a, you know, a big picture there. A room for another big picture or a couple small ones if you want to arrange it. Like if you have 2 or 3 of this side, you know, that looks super cute as well. Okay. So the right side pops down, and I just use the frame from the ephemera and Matilda and Godfrey from the ephemera pack. And again, you tuck it behind, like so. Obviously, I would cut the picture down, but for show purposes, we're not. And then you can just glue the back, or if you're going to give it to someone, these little tuck spots, I would suggest you put a white piece of paper or something, like a piece of copy paper, so they know, you know, what the heck to do. Okay, so this is another pocket. So you can cover this pocket like so with a photo mat. You can cover it with a picture if you want. You could have some small little things like poking out so people know to pull it out, or you can do some acetate, you know, pictures on acetate or whatever you want, so you can still see that trick or treat, or you can, like I said, cover it with the mat. It still looks really cute. And you have your picture like so, and so when the person pulls it, they see the trick or treat. Here's another tuck spot. It tucks under, I think this one's a tuck spot. Yeah. It tucks under the Halloween and in the shoe. Like so. So this side had the pocket, the right side is a flip open. You know, a big picture here. This is a tuck spot here. You need a smaller picture. Or you can put some, I don't know, Halloween tickets. Maybe you went to a Boo Bash or something like that. You know, again, you can mat it with your little baby pictures if you want. So Tammy got this really cool thing called the Sprocket, and I think it is 2x3 inch pictures. So that would be perfect for this book. You can make a smaller mat and tuck it behind if you want to. So it's still super cute. So you have a lot of opportunities to add pictures. So this is the small flap on that same page. So you're just going to flip it over. These are going to be like your belly bands. I didn't put magnets in my book. To be honest, I couldn't find them. So I just made sure I varnished it really well and it stays flat. Like you see, it's flat. It's fine. So these are just cute little things. You can pop it in. Some journaling spots there. If you want to put your small pictures to kind of hide it, like a trick or treat, you know, that's super fun. Or it even still looks cute if you have your big picture and say this is covering that. See how cute that is still? And then when you open it up, you have your, this is your trick, this is your treat, right? Same thing with this side. This actually covers up the entire picture. So when they open it, hello, hello, Mr. and Mrs. McGill. Like so, right? And then this next one, I just gave a big spot for picture. This, I kind of did a waterfall, if you will. So it has this small piece, which I'm going to go ahead and link Estella these words. I'm probably going to put glossy accents on top of them. I just wanted to get this walkthrough done for you guys. Oh, I think I'm out of link. Okay. So this has a tiny little spot for a picture. Again, using those 2x3s. Or you know how like sometimes you cut out the background and you have like the little picture. Can go there. I think this picture is going to still be too big. Yeah, so if you want it to just have, you know, say David in there, then you just crop the picture and then there you go. He's in the frame, right? So that's that little flap, and then here's another picture spot. And then you flip again, and then there's room for more pictures. And this is not a tuck spot, so I don't think so. Oh, I did make it a tuck spot. So you can, again, tuck your picture in your tuck spot. Okay. Okay, so here's the last page, and the last page is held on by a sideways paper clip. You could do this with magnets. You can put a piece of Velcro if you want or whatever, but I just took a piece, the spider from the paper collection, and I just backed it with black, and I put it on a purple paper clip, and I just turned it on its side. So you just put it on like normal and then just turn this until it fits into the book. These are stickers from the collection. I just backed them on black cardstock and popped them on there. So this is like a wonky gatefold. So I put this one all the way to the top, this one all the way to the bottom, leaving a just less than 1/4 of an inch, the top and the bottom. I thought that was super cute. And then you open it up and you have journaling spots and then your picture. So I just love how the ghosts are like peeping out the bottom of your picture. Like you can even put this all the way to the top if you wanted to get more of those ghosts. I was trying to see. Oh, and I also made these tuck spots. I guess I was obsessed with tuck spots, right? So if you have a small picture You can tuck it in, or maybe you won first prize in the Halloween costume category or something, and you can tuck it in. Oh, you can't see that, it's orange, but I don't have a small enough thing to put in there to show you, but you get the point. So, spot. Even if you wanted to write on a white piece of paper and tuck it in, that's what I normally do, because like, I know journaling is supposed to be all about you and you're supposed to see the mistakes and the crossouts and stuff, but I don't like to see that in my scrapbook. So I usually write on a white piece of paper, so if I mess up, I can, you know, throw it away 10, 15 times. And once I get one that I like, I can put it in there. And then here's the back page, so you can do your, you know, your big picture, and here's the back of the book. So this was super fun. Like I said, there's not a tutorial per se. I do give you the measurements as I'm going. I didn't write them down, and honestly, I said I might, but I probably won't, like, to be fair. So you guys can just watch the video and get the measurements, and yeah, so I hope you like my book. This is the last of the Gilbert and Godfrey, and next I'm moving on to Christmas. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.